Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, my esteemed students. My name is Rothschild Toussaint, and I will be teaching you all today how to find a thesis and a statement. So, the thesis, when we're talking about paragraphs and essays, is the main sentence that describes what the topic is going to be about. For example, we could talk about the red cars, and you say, today I'm going to be talking about red cars. Although this is more of a comical way, the thesis identifies what the reader should be looking for when you are reading your essay. So, another example that we have is we have a thesis concerning the National Football League. So, to read it off, it's the National Football League is the premier football league in the world. With an annual revenue of over $14 billion, the NFL exercises considerable economic influence. However, there are controversies surrounding players' health. Due to increase in CTE, the NFL should take greater safety measures for the players. As you can see, here I kind of introduced about what the subject is, which is the NFL, and why they also have great economic power and how that detriments to the players. So to find a thesis, you have to give some sort of an intro that leads on to the main sentence. So you can't just go ahead and be like, this is what I'm talking about. You have to give it some context. So if I were to ask you, Christian, what action verb in the last sentence do you think would be good to help identify what the type of angle I'm trying to take in?
I think should.
Then should. That's a very good point that you made, because should is indicating that there's a certain action that the subject must take in order for the idea to come together. And if I were to ask you how the thesis began and what introduces it, Ms. Johnston, what words would you say helps identify that?
Due to increase.
That's very correct. Good job. Due to increase. Because it's already setting up about why somebody should do something. And that is very important that the first half of your sentence is coherent so that the other half actually makes sense. Because people have to understand what you're talking about. And if I was to talk about the action that it should take, Diana, what do you think when I talk about the NFL should do something? What words do you think identify about what it should do? Safety measures. That's actually very correct. Because we're talking about the NFL should, and then here talk about safety measures. So the thesis, although it's something quite large, once you read it fully, it becomes very simple. So we talk about should take safety measures. Somebody might be wondering why. And from then on, we already mentioned why, because of CTE. So the thesis was able to flow nice and very good. So in order to help us remember how to find the thesis, I'm going to teach you all a little song. I know we're not artists and such like that, but I'll teach you all a little song. So just repeat after me. The thesis is in the court.
The thesis is in the court.
To read it,
To read it,
you have to read some more.
you have to read some more.
Thank you very much. That's all I needed. Thank you.